Hello everyone, this is Joseph from Bluetoastgaming. I'm here with Jordan, I'm here with Chris.
Yo, yo, yo!
And we were doing Wind Waker HD Tower of the Gods.
Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Nintendo Wii U has 1080p.
I didn't notice. Wait, what's the HD stand for then?
No, I don't know.
Alright guys, alright anyways. We're doing like some sort of like discussion at the same time we're doing a guide, because I'm sure you guys noticed it is 45 minutes long. 40 minutes. Oh, 40. Not even 40, it's like 39 minutes something second. And to focus on a guide for 40 minutes, like, oh, let's lift this, put that there, and then continue. It's just gonna get like boring and just dry, so we're gonna be discussing, and we're gonna be also doing a guide.
Yeah, and if you want to hear us, blab, you can just... Why do you guys think it's funny? Well, anyways, if you guys get sick and tired of us blabbing away, you can just hit the mute button and watch what you need to watch.
Yeah, you just play some Wind Waker music in your background. With Link. Hi. All of his attributes. Second thought, just watch someone else's video. with no commentary. But anyways, Joseph, what do you... Let's talk about this level. What do you think of Tower of the Gods? Okay, as a kid, I honestly didn't even know this was a dungeon. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I did not know this was a dungeon as a child. Maybe, was it because, like, the red boat was in it? Yeah, I think it was that. I think it's because the red boat. I thought it was more something kind of like in Ocarina of Time, like the getting the iron boots thing, or... Yeah, kind of getting the iron boots and the what's that mirror thing? The Mirror of Truth. Yeah, like the Shadow of the Well, under the well. Yeah. I thought it was one of those type of things. It's just like a mini dungeon, mini level. Oh yeah, it's the Lens of Truth. Oh yeah. Wow, what do you call it? The Mirror of Truth.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. I'm kind of bowing my head down as I'm waiting. But
we're fake Zelda fans. Yeah. You know, I think my bad. The mirror. Link to the Past didn't have like a mirror in it. Yeah, that one did. What do we know what it's called? Or no. You shouldn't have asked. Anyway, so just back to how you think the dungeon went. Like in the original Wind Waker, like you're just going through it, and it was long, but it was just a little bit, I had a lot of dry spots. Yeah, it was slow because you couldn't use your sail. You just... I don't know. Well, you're indoors.
You know what? The idea of the water was pretty cool, but I just found it got tedious after a while. And maybe it's just me, but I don't know. The water rising and you waiting for it, it's just a pain in the...
Yeah, it's a lot of waiting. At least you didn't have to sing a song every time there is the water. Yeah, it's true. But I mean, now from the HD standpoint, the visuals look nice. Even the GameCube version, I thought the visuals were really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think like this is like the worst dungeon of the game? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. It's not a bad dungeon, but I still had fun. But it's just a little bit long and slow. Yeah, long and slow. I think because this dungeon, you can easily split it to like the first half and the second half. Yeah.
The second half of the dungeon's okay, and actually we were discussing this before the video, but there's actually a glitch that you can skip the first half of the dungeon, right, Jordan?
Yeah, but we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because let's say you actually want to do it the legit way, you can find it somewhere else on YouTube.
And you know what? It's funny because a lot of Legend of Zelda games actually have glitches to skip a couple of dungeons, like Twilight Princess. I'm not sure if you guys know about that glitch.
I'm not aware of it. I played that game once, never played it again. But that's for another topic. But yeah, you said there's a glitch in that game.
There's a glitch in the Water Temple, actually, to skip pretty much, I would say, half of the dungeon and going into the boss battle. But
so Chris, what was your thoughts on the game? Was it kind of similar to Joseph's long and slow?
For the Tower of the Gods?
Yeah.
You know what? This is probably my least favorite dungeon. Again, just the water levels rising and whatnot. Okay, I get that. Ocarina of Time had something similar.
The water
Temple. But I actually enjoyed, well, actually enjoyed that more than this. You know.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the Zelda games have themes to the dungeons. Do you think this should be more of the water temple type of theme to the Wind Waker? You know, think about it, because you did have the forest, you had the volcano, and then later you get
Earth and Wind.
Earth and Wind. So yeah, this one's like temple-ish, or oh, you said water. Okay.
Yeah, I said water.
Well,
Like,
the
kind of
first
water
half
theme.
is water. The second half,
like
Not
more of
so much.
Temple of Time type
yeah,
of just an ancient building.
yeah, maybe like not stone.
But you said this is your least favorite,
What?
but did you still enjoy it?
You know what? After this first, floor, I've enjoyed it after, but this, it's just kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, like
I always sighed at this part, just waiting for the water levels to rise. Then you have to go on the other side, and
so
get
basically
everything.
this room also is just kind of
It just anything that the water rises, it
Yeah.
just gets it for me. Of course, the dungeon map does help, so
yeah. So this
obviously
room
I'm
wasn't
going.
too horrible.
My opinion on this dungeon was, I think right before this dungeon is the point in the game where I'm gonna go do 20 side quests and try to like delay, like procrastinate to do this dungeon. Cause yeah, like we've said all along, it's slow, tedious, and yeah, it is probably the least fun dungeon of the game.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't even expect this to be the next dungeon. I remember as a kid, after finishing or getting the bombs, me sing Jabu Jabu. I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this dungeon. Be inside Jabu
Yeah.
Jabu again.
Yeah.
And then didn't happen.
You just got, well, the little orb. Oh yeah, cause you get the first two orbs. Oh.
Oops.
Yep, and that's a fine. Sorry to cut you off, Jordan,
Mm.
but that's just one of the reasons why. Exactly. If I can't say it, I can definitely show you why. This dungeon. But what were you saying, Jordan? I'm
Alright,
sorry.
so the first two dungeons, the goal is to get the orb. So then, yeah, once you get the bombs, you go in the back of Outset. You're thinking that there's gonna be a third dungeon.
But you just get the orb. So at this dungeon, why did we come here? Why did they tell us to come here?
Well, you didn't know
I
what you
forgot.
placed the orbs and
Yeah, you place the
triangle-
orbs in the triangle. Yeah.
Yes. So
Maybe playing, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but playing this dungeon unlocks Hyrule.
yes, that's
But-
essential.
Did they know that?
No.
No.
Like,
Well,
like
I
Link.
mean, the
Maybe
King of Lions.
The
Yeah.
King Lions did. Yeah.
Because yeah, it seems like if they made this a dungeon where you get the orb and it automatically unlocks Hyrule, do you think this dungeon would be seen differently?
No, I see what you're saying.
Even though it's the same dungeon, but the whole concept of why are we doing it?
Yeah. Now that's making a little bit more sense. You're saying that, when we come in this dungeon, we don't know that we're unlocking Hyrule. It's pretty much just like,
Yeah.
oh, do this dungeon.
But I remember at the end of the boss fight, a lot of it gets explained at
Yeah.
the end of the boss fight.
Yeah.
and ringing the bell and
Oh, so yeah, you're climbing the tower to. Does the bell unlock Hyrule?
yes,
Oh,
the bell.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
What?
smart.
We figured it out.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that's mostly what we think of the dungeon. Should we get back into how we think the game overall? Or should we put it on I'm gonna put on deodorant. Okay.
That was 8 minutes.
That's somewhere.
Alright, and guys, back to our Wind Waker, or about the Tower of the Gods. We actually just learned a few more things. One of the which is that even a phrase?
It doesn't matter.
Alright, one of the things we figured out, the red lion, he actually makes us go to the Tower of the Gods, because yes, it does unlock Hyrule, but that is where the Master Sword is located. Like the whole point of the Zelda series is the Master Sword, and
Yeah.
we completely forgot about it. And another thing, I believe in one of the old games, Adventure of Link, there's like a tower that's very similar, and it's used to test like the courage or like the someone help me out. Test.
It's to test out to see if the hero if the hero can go through this dungeon, then the hero can wield the Master Sword. Yes, he wields the blade.
Pretty much like the Lost Woods, you know, the trials and like the seasons in Oracle Ages. Do you guys remember?
Oh
that?
yeah, I was thinking.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking of Ocarina of Time too.
No. Well, Twilight Princess actually has something similar to that, like the Sacred Grove, which is, you know, going through the Sacred Grove to find the Master Sword.
Yeah, didn't I get everything kind of transformed?
Yes.
I slightly remember that part. And taking a look at the video now, it looks like we just did the first half of the slow, tedious swing part.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's half, but yeah,
Oh.
like the first part.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know. The dungeon is split up into like different parts, so we completed the first part. And someone's getting their ass burned.
I believe that is me.
Oh, and some interesting trivia we actually found on the Zelda wiki is so the Triangle Islands. It's obvious that forms a triangle, but if you take it even further to where you found the orbs at Dragon Roost Island, Forest Haven, and even though we found the orb at Outset, it was originally supposed to be at Great Fish Isle.
Yeah.
So those three islands make an even bigger triangle. And it's like connecting the dots, it creates a Triforce, and
Which is the Tower of the Gods, which
is
is
right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle.
And I know some people might say, well, if I connect the dots, I can make anything I want. But, you know, that is true. But it's like the whole orb thing kind of makes it.
And you know what? What is really cool, it makes a slanted Triforce. So, I mean, you can go ahead and figure it out for yourself, but I believe we will post an image about that, right? Or...
Yeah, we already posted it,
Oh,
Chris.
well,
Sorry, guys, we didn't edit the picture till afterwards. Like, after we're talking now, or... Sorry.
well, I wasn't paying attention.
Alright, so, oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, did we learn the song where we control people yet?
No,
No,
we're
it's
gonna
coming
learn
up
it.
right
Yeah,
now.
right here.
Oh, well, this game's,
Wait, nope, just kidding.
oh.
No, actually, we're still on the right track.
Well, can we control this guy yet?
Oh no, we're gonna get this guy, and then
Right here.
you just wave to him, and then after that, then you learn
okay.
the conduct.
Alright, oh, right there, that is one of the few times Link actually talks in a game.
Come on! Yeah.
Says, come on. In Twilight Princess, he says, giddy up.
Does he?
Yeah, when he gets on Epona, it says, giddy up. So, we all witness history. He actually talks.
And you know what? I actually really love Wind Waker. And, I mean, you know, this is the most actually personality that you see out of Link, out of all the games, I believe. You know,
Yeah,
Twilight
they
Princess,
attempted to put a little bit of personality in Skyward Sword, but it was too
Yeah.
awkward
No,
and
he looked very...
He
it
looked
was stale.
constipated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was a
yeah.
very boring person to hang out with, in my opinion.
You know what? Just this whole game, I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah,
I just
could tell.
love. I love how his face expressions, they always get me. And then, you know, in the HD version, they actually gave him the power to do selfies, which I thought was
Oh,
pretty cool.
yeah, which is funny.
In fact, we still have it on the Forsaken Fortress, right?
Oh,
You
fan-
taking...
Oh, wait, that's in another video. I think this is before.
Yeah.
Alright, what he's talking about is, go to the Forsaken Fortress Part 2, where we try to take a selfie. And you'll know what we're talking about. I'm not going to spoil it in this video. But, the selfies was a nice touch. Something I want to go back on was, when we were talking about Link talking. I remember guys, Soul Calibur 2?
Yes.
How
I
Link,
know.
they put Link in that game, Joseph, you remember?
Yeah, yeah.
So, at what, like in the options menu, something, you can go to where all the characters say their catchphrases. Now I was thinking, I wonder what they have for Link. And pretty much it's like, "Ah!" Like, 20 different versions of him screaming. I thought that was kind of funny. Some reason I thought he'd say something like, I don't know, Soul Edge complete. Or, I don't know, but it makes sense that they didn't.
No, I think Miyamoto even said that he never wanted Link to have a voice, ever. I mean, it would be 20 years from now, and he still wouldn't have a voice.
Yeah. But I mean, games as when the main character doesn't have a voice, it's pretty common. So yeah.
I like it better that way too.
Because if you look at popular characters in like all like Xbox and PS3, Mario doesn't really like he says a few words, like it's a me, Mario. And then he also like he's popular. Master Chief, he talks, but he's not like just gonna conversate with you, you know. He talks when he needs to, and that's it. And let's see, what about Sony?
Sony games.
Uncharted.
Drake's actually funny and
Yeah.
he's well known for his personality, so it works whether you talk or you don't talk.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of more or God of War. Does he talk?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, sorry guys.
Well, actually, yeah, he does.
We don't play PlayStation that much, so we probably shouldn't talk about it. Probably making ourselves look dumb. Let's go back.
Yeah, actually, editing this, Chris, you were playing this part, okay? And you stood there for like 10 minutes. Like, it was just 10 minutes of standing there doing nothing.
You know what? While we were recording this, I had the worst headache of my life. I forget why, but it's just playing this dungeon, and like I mentioned before, that just how tedious it gets, you know. Even though we were already done with the first half of the dungeon, I just really didn't feel like playing more. I just felt like killing myself.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, when you don't feel like playing, you're forcing yourself to play,
yeah,
right?
You really don't. The moment we switch over from me to Joseph is, I believe, when we have those two pulley levy things where you have to throw the statues on to make.
Yeah, around the. I remember by the time I started playing, we did have the main item of this dungeon, and that'd be the arrows.
And I want to say I didn't play this dungeon because I don't think I was here.
No,
for the
you were
first
here.
part. I was.
You were here, and I said 6 times I don't feel good, and you still made me play.
Well, maybe instead of hinting, I'm pretty sure you hinted you don't feel good. I don't know if you blatantly said you didn't feel good. I don't know. We recorded this like a month prior to today.
Longer than that.
I think it was a couple of months.
Yeah, you know what? Kind of going off topic. If you guys ever think about making a YouTube channel, we had too many projects going on at once. Like 3D World came out. Like we wanted to do videos of that. We were still doing Luigi. Yeah, we wanted to finish Luigi U, but then Wind Waker came out, so we went to Wind Waker. Then we went back to Luigi U. Now we're going back.
Then 3D World came out.
Yeah,
and now we're going back to Wind Waker.
Try to focus on one project at a time.
And have multiple people doing it with you.
Yeah, like some people that have
solos.
Yeah, so I respect them a lot because I would not be able to do it by myself. Now without you guys.
Yeah, let's take a look at the screen. Look at the enemy. When I first saw this enemy, I'm like, man, he's pretty, badass. Kind of like the Ocarina of Time, the huge people with the swords at the Spirit Temple and at Ganon's place.
Yeah. They're probably one of my favorite enemies to fight, actually.
Yeah.
When I think about it.
I feel like, it's the most action-packed with the parry attacks and, the high defense moves. It's just really cool. And even after he loses his sword, he's still trying to kill you.
Yeah.
So.
And what I really liked, I feel like battling him really emphasizes on the,
like testing courage? Or?
No, like the his counter moves.
Yeah. Because how else can you even fight him? Well, you can't just hack and slash.
Is this the first Zelda game with counter moves? Like
I
the press
so.
the yeah.
I believe so. It was such a huge thing to actually bring to the series because, I found myself, getting into it a lot more.
Yeah, because, hacking and slashing can get old. For those of us that ever played Elder Scrolls. I'm not bashing on the series. I actually love that series. I'm going off topic, but if Elder Scrolls and Zelda made like a combined game, it would be like with actually Zelda in it and Link. That'd be like probably the best game in the world, in my opinion. But
at least Ninja Gaiden, is that the series that is doing the Hyrule The Zelda one coming up.
Dynasty?
Oh, Dynasty Warriors?
Alright,
Oh, I don't even know.
I thought it was called Hylian Warriors.
It is.
No, but what game is it usually called?
Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, what did I say? Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden, like
I need to get my facts straight before I open my mouth.
No, I don't even know what to say. But, back to Elder Scrolls. Oh, we're back to this.
Back to Jordan.
Alright, back to Elder Scrolls, because I know, like, magic, it's all cool, but if they had counter moves, like, I know you can block and fight. I don't know, maybe that would give it a nice touch.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Skyward Sword actually had counter moves, didn't it, too?
I want to say
It had finishing moves.
Yeah.
What about
Definitely.
Twilight Princess?
Honestly, the Wiimote, that just ruined.
That's probably why you couldn't do counter.
Back to the hack and slash. That's what I felt like in the, Twilight Princess and
Oh,
my
man.
God.
and the Skyward
Especially
Sword.
yeah,
hack and
Skyward
slash,
Sword.
You know what? I recommend you playing Twilight Princess on the GameCube. The experience changes so much, and I would say it's better than the Wii U.
Yeah, okay.
The Wii.
I also remember Daniel, he says he loved Twilight Princess. I believe he said that was his first Zelda game. And for my brother and myself, there was a least favorite, because of motion controls. And yeah, that's probably number one, not even a number two, why I didn't like it. It was just motion controls, totally ruined it. And he played on GameCube, and he loved it. So,
I played it on the Wii, and I still loved it. Like I just play alone, just so no one sees me hacking and slashing. But I mean, I just like the realness to it. He wasn't all fed up with Zelda, and there was a new girl, and it was much more darker. I'm sure you guys picked that up, but
yeah, but it was dark but dull, because Majora's Mask is a dark game, but they didn't make everything gray. I think maybe, like, when you go to a classroom, it's like a government gray type, like like it's gonna be a boring time. Yeah, you don't know, it's not always gonna be boring, but I didn't like the atmosphere in Zelda or in Twilight Princess.
yeah, you know what? But we're talking about a title that is called Twilight. I felt like everything fit in perfectly. Just the environment and the dark times and the enemies, they just look nasty and disgusting. I think everything kind of like played a role with that. And Link kind of reminded me of a cowboy during that season or that whole thing.
Yeah.
This actually
more
Twilight
robust.
Princess was the first time where Link, to me, looked kind of like a dyke.
Oh.
You really look like a dyke in Skyward Sword.
Well, you know what? What was that kid called? Colin or
What game?
Twilight Princess, the little small one
Uh,
like takes a liking to Link. Well, I thought he was a girl at first, and he turned
yeah,
out
I
to be
remember.
a
Yeah.
boy. I was. Oh,
I want to say Zelda's form in Twilight Princess is probably the most popular. Like in Super Smash Bros, you always use the Twilight Princess. Or not always, because I think it looks better. In the new one, spoilers, it got confirmed actually today. Zelda's in Super Smash Bros. But like, who
Is
did
it?
it?
yeah.
Actually, I haven't even seen. Is it the Skyward Sword Zelda, or is it?
It's the Twilight Princess Zelda.
Oh.
So we don't know if they might have a Toon Zelda. Who
Yeah,
knows?
like a Zelda Tetra. Was she confirmed today too?
No, only Zelda. So you still got possibilities.
Yeah.
And speaking of Sheik, when's she ever gonna return? Do you think she will or no?
I really think that she's gonna return.
Do you think she's only popular because of the Smash Bros. Series?
You know what? That's a funny question.
I think that helps a lot.
Yeah.
It helps a lot, but then you gotta think about it. Nintendo released Ocarina of Time for 3D, 3DS to get others, involved in such a great game. And I believe
Well,
she even
they-
sparked a.
Didn't they release that game like 5 times?
They did, but I mean, they wanted to make sure. I mean, all of us here. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but all of us here work with kids, and I mean, like, you gotta figure that when that game originally came out, we were like 8, 6,
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah, it was
this
98,
is a
right?
whole this is a whole batch of generation for kids to get involved in and whatnot. So most of them don't even know who Sheik was. So
Yeah.
when they found out, obviously there were, oh cool, she's in the game, and hopefully she does make a return to the new.
Oh, so it's kind of like while you're playing Smash Bros, you'd be like, oh, that's where this is from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want as a Toon Zelda and a Tetra combo. That's what I want in the next Smash Bros. Game. Yeah. So continuing onto the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. Big ass oops. Two things. One, we didn't know what to do, and we feel total retarded. Two,
Total retarded.
hey, if I say we feel total retarded, it matches. Two, when we figured out what to do, we didn't record it.
On accident.
So, what you have to do is take out your Wind Waker and play the Wind song, the up, left, right. I don't know what that sounds
The
like.
Wind Requiem or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to play it in the middle, I believe.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
no, that's the
on,
treasure
on the
chest.
symbol?
on the symbol.
Yeah, on the symbol. And then kill the enemies, and you're gonna get a treasure chart.
We're like 98% sure positive it's a treasure chart.
Yeah, it's a
It might even
treasure
be a
It's
chart. Is it a
confirmed.
Triforce chart or a treasure
No,
chart?
it's a treasure chart.
Right. So, back to what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, Toon Zelda and Tetra and Smash Bros. Think that'll happen?
Yeah, because Toon Zelda obviously can use the light arrows. You know, it's not really a spoiler. The game's
Yeah, I
been
mean,
out
you
for
can-
10 years.
You can maybe she could be a ghost like in Spirit Tracks.
I don't know. I know the fan. Oh, actually, my bad, guys. Back to this part. This is probably why you're watching this video. Was for the Deku Leaf. I remember we were stuck this part for like 20 minutes, and we had to actually look
it
up
up.
what to do. So oh man, we'll probably put in the description like skip to this part.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So Toon Zelda and Tetra. You said the Spirit Tracks?
I mean, I said maybe Zelda can turn into a ghost, like in Spirit Tracks, or even the armor.
Yeah, it'll probably upset the fans.
I, to be honest, I think they're gonna be upset no matter what happens.
Yeah, you're right. And you know we're all fans, but I remember Reggie said the fans they think they know what they want, but then when they get it, they hate it.
Yeah, we all love to hate.
Yeah. Do you remember him saying that at all?
I do.
Yeah, and
And it's
He's
entirely true.
yeah.
So, I mean, no matter what they do, someone's going to be disappointed somehow or some way.
Yeah. Alright, so, back to Wind Waker.
Yeah, this part actually took a while to edit because we kept falling.
Oh,
we kept
man.
throwing the statues in the water.
or Chris
Oh.
kept throwing
Yeah,
statues
Chris,
in the water.
I believe you were playing this part. Because
I
I was
mentioned that I was sick.
I was playing earlier and then we switched back because you mentioned you were sick, but didn't you take the controller away from me while I was playing?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you tend to do that a lot. I was
I did
playing. Oh well, let me try. Then,
I did make it out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, if this wasn't edited, it'd be like a 2-hour long.
Yeah, whatever.
Is this the last, buddy? Or do you still got one more?
Let's see. There's one right there. There's 3.
It's 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure it's just 3, right?
I believe it was 3.
Yeah,
'Cause
we're
I
gonna
think-
find out.
We're about to enter kind of like the third part of the dungeon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's where we rise to the tower.
And you know what? Speaking of the tower, we were talking about how you take the stairs up to the top. I think we only go through 3 floors and we teleport to the top.
Yeah, is this the teleport right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I know some people like to be technical in the comments, which probably won't happen, but you know.
Stay positive.
Alright. Let's see. What are we going to, or where are we going to?
Yep.
Near the top.
But yeah, the third part of the dungeon, it's not even it's not that long, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I want to
After this, we go outside and we just
And
go
then-
the roundabout and
then
to
we
the boss
fight-
battle.
Yeah, the boss battle. And haven't we done this boss battle before? I remember seeing this boss in Dark Rocks or something.
You know,
I knew where you're going with it.
uh-oh. Are you talking about Andros?
Yeah.
And you know where else we've seen this boss battle?
Super Mario 64.
Inside the pyramids.
Yeah, and not only that, Kirby's Superstar. What was it called? The Great Adventure?
We haven't played Kirby that often.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been a Kirby. Best Kirby game is Kirby Air Ride, but in my opinion, but yeah. But haven't we also seen this boss in a Zelda game? Maybe even 2 Zelda games?
Bongo Bongo?
Yeah, Bongo Bongo, and in one of the Oracle games, or what game was it?
One of the 2D ones, huh?
Yeah, it was. I remember in a 2D Zelda.
It was either Oracle or Seasons. I'm trying to remember. I want to say there's even other places
Yeah.
where we see the boss.
Anyways,
I mean,
boss has been done
yeah.
before.
Do you think we'll see this boss again in
Yes, I
another game?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And you know what? They also do. Oh, I don't know. I really don't want to. It's been a while, pardon me, since I played Twilight Princess. But there's one skull, awesome, boss. Just in,
Was
Twilight
he
Princess.
a skeleton or?
He was a skeleton. And
I remember
anyways,
seeing footage of it.
Anyways, they actually brought it back for Legend of Zelda Crossbow, Link's
Oh yeah.
So
Is that the
but-
Wii game?
yeah, and
Yeah.
then you have to shoot his hands. Made it super lame.
Oh
But-
yeah.
Yeah, but
I've never played that game.
neither have I.
I didn't even know it came out. Like I saw it on YouTube one day. I'm like, huh.
It's like top 10 worst Zelda bosses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that game.
You know what? Speaking of the boss, you're right. It was Oracle of Ages. His name is Mazal, and he's also in Minish Cap.
Oh, okay.
So what, is that like 5 games that we already said he's in? And let's see. No, I think we got most of it. Is this the boss right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And picture time. Never want to skip the picture of of this boss, because you can at least refight the other bosses.
Oh, this boss you can't refight, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Actually,
That's a-
cool, interesting thing about this. In the GameCube version, I remember going back up to the tower trying to take a picture of this thing, and it would not allow me. It would not allow me to get a good picture. But after they released it again for the HD, you can go back and take a picture of him, and it'll be considered good. So that's I thought that was interesting, and I'd like to share that with you guys because, man, I just remember being so mad.
Oh, missing the picture. And
Definitely.
Gotta do the whole game over again.
Something I think is interesting is
Cheese.
this guy tries to kill you, and well, looks like he wasn't worried.
What I think is most funny about this boss fight is if the moment you run out of arrows, he spits new ones out.
Oh yeah, he does.
Wait, does he spit them out or cry them out?
No, he spits them out. Or actually, he sneezes, I think.
Oh, this made me mad.
Trying to get out, but it won't
Yeah.
let you.
What do you think of the visuals on this part?
Really good.
I think
Really good.
they were nice.
Wait, why? Well, we already took a picture.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
real life, you gotta take more than one picture. Right? He could have been blinking in the other one. Alright, because to be honest, I was wondering, it's like, why are we running around forever? But, yeah, I gotta get that picture. And
I think by the time we did this, I don't think we realized that once you get the fat guy in the gold medal.
yeah,
Was that gold medal in the last game?
it was not, and I'm extremely grateful they added it to this game because. Are we taking the third one?
Yep.
Yep.
We like get one of him winking.
I know.
Yep.
Alright. I don't even know what to say about us doing that. Oh well. So obviously, oh never mind. I'll get to it later because we still couldn't shoot that. Who's playing?
I don't know.
I don't
I have
remember.
no idea.
To be honest, Seems like, looks like, what? We're so focused on getting this stupid picture that we can't even kill the boss. I think someone must have been sick and not thinking correctly to take 4 pictures. Yeah, because this boss should have been dead by now. Yeah. Oh well. I know we said this in our previous video that we don't use the gamepad anymore. Because honestly, well, no wonder why you didn't like that part. To me, when you have the arrows out and when you use the gamepad, what's that thing called?
Gyroscope?
Yeah, gyroscope really messes you up. But I guess you can just use the Z lock.
The Z target.
Yeah, Z target.
Yep, there it is.
We ran out.
Guy's supposed to be all merciless and
There you go.
let me help you to destroy me.
You know what? This could be the red line.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
I don't know.
If he is, he's a jerk.
Yeah. Because he is just sleeping there forever. That's not the red line. There'd be a lot more controversy all over there than that. And we're at 1 3/4 of a heart. Man. You ever watch? Alright, have you ever watched someone's video like, man, they suck? Yeah. Like, when we went to the Zelda Symphony, they have like this video playing in the background and they're fighting Ganon. They're getting their ass whooped. And I was saying, who gets their ass whooped like Ganon? But now it's like, we're getting your ass whooped by this guy. And we've fought him many times.
Yeah. Oh, there he spits out another one. You know what? I actually do remember playing this. Yeah, I do. And I remember being frustrated because I was so used to the gamepad. I don't really like the gamepad. I just feel like it's awkward.
But were you using the gamepad or the Pro Controller?
I was using the Pro Controller here. And I just remember not liking it.
Oh, I remember, because you have... Wait, you should have put the arrows on the right.
Yeah.
The Z, one of the Z or the R buttons.
Yeah, because you're moving your thumb and pressing that button. Oh man, I wish I had a Pro Controller in front of me so I can easily explain it to you guys,
But here it is. And that should do it.
Yeah, wherever the bombs were, we should have switched the arrows and the bombs to make it easy. The path cannot be opened. And
I figured out it was a dungeon when we got the heart container.
So we don't talk during the cutscenes, right? Talking after. So the small key didn't trigger that it was a dungeon? The dungeon map didn't trigger?
Well, the ice arrows in Ocarina of Time had full of keys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
Like,
You can
that's
get the
what
picture.
I wanted to show you
Yeah.
guys, that you can take a picture of him, even though he's dead.
Let's get a 6th one.
I know.
Yep.
1, 2.
Well, we couldn't do it like
Why
that.
are we going through?
We didn't.
Oh my gosh, we took a picture of that too.
Yeah.
Wait, so you took a picture at the end on purpose to show us?
Yeah.
No, that's very. I didn't know that.
I just wanted to prove that I was right. Sorry. Taking like 7 pictures of one. I wanted to make sure.
And the Liberty Bell. Time to ring it. Or stare at it.
I forgot to edit this part.
Okay. Alright, now we gotta stare at it. There we go.
It took me long enough.
Oh, that's an interesting way to ring the bell. See, the gyroscope would have like messed this up entirely.
No, I think I like the gyroscope better.
This is actually pretty clever. I really like this scene. It did reach 40 minutes. I was wrong.
And there you go.
We don't talk during cutscenes, Chris.
How did Link get there?
We're joking.
I just said we don't talk during cutscenes.
Alright guys, that was the Tower of the Gods. Thank you for watching.